Hey guys, welcome to my channel today where a better finance equals a better life. Today's topic is an important one for those that are not only trying to master their money, but also master their future, where each of them are very much interconnected. And the big question is, should you hire a financial advisor? In this video, I'm going to break down those who really do need a financial advisor and those who don't. Stay tuned in the later part of the video where I will show you the true cost of hiring one that's really never discussed out there, and it's something you guys really need to know. Let's face it, we live in a world that there are so many choices out there that it becomes overwhelming, especially in the financial world. You're working hard, saving your money, and you're wondering what to do with your nest egg. Do we put our money in stocks, index and mutual funds, or real estate? Do we even have the basic education to understand these asset classes while still trying to juggle a full-time life? If you dig into this question, there's a lot of strong opinions out there from those who strongly criticize financial advisors, like Warren Buffett's partner Charlie Munger. He has been quoted as saying they give no value at all, and yet at the opposite end, the financial industry touts all the benefits for their customers. There is strong evidence out there that just by buying an index fund like the Vanguard S&P 500 and holding it forever, you'll outperform most, if not all, financial advisors. I think everyone's situation is different, and the overall answer is more gray. I believe for some people there is a necessary need for advisors. They help navigate your financial world to steer you in the right direction. There are benefits and there are costs, and you want to make sure that the benefits you're getting are worth the costs that you're paying. So let's dive in and see if you're a person that needs one or you can go at it alone. But in the meantime, please like and subscribe to help me out with the YouTube algorithm. As an overview, financial advisors help you navigate the financial world of investments. Their job is to help your money grow and advise you on all things financial, whether it's buying a house or managing your budget. On a side note, if you guys are thinking of buying a house these days, check out some of my other videos up there where I talk about the secrets to the future great real estate markets and also why housing is so expensive these days. But back to how advisors get paid. There are different fee structures out there depending on who you go with. However, the most important thing to understand is to make sure their interests are as closely aligned to yours. As an example, never go with financial advisors that get commissions for selling you financial products or investments. With that example, there's an obvious conflict of interest because he or she gets paid for selling you products that might not be in your best interest. In my own personal experience, when I did have a financial advisor, he charged me a percentage of the investable assets. If I remember correctly, it was 1.2% on certain accounts and then 2% on smaller accounts. So I would say that 1.2 to 2% is the industry average. That doesn't sound too expensive, but stay tuned for later where I reveal the true cost of that 1.2%, and you guys out there might be shocked. Alright, should you hire an advisor? I think it would be in your benefit if you just don't understand money and how to invest your money. As a society, it's a real disservice that we don't teach money or budgeting in schools. We learn so many important subjects in school, but we don't get taught the most important subject of all, and that is money, the one skill that we need to survive in the real world. A teacher of mine said to me once that when we all graduate from school and head out into the real world, most of us, if not all of us, become a slave to money. He had this realization as he stood over the freeway overpass one morning when he was looking at the bumper-to-bumper traffic of workers heading into the city to their jobs. But circling back, if you are one of those people who has no understanding of money or investments, it is to your benefit to hire an advisor. They can help you create an investment strategy that fits your goals, needs, and risk tolerance in life. Okay, second reason to hire an advisor is if you don't have the time to manage your money. While I have no advisor currently, my younger brother does. Between a demanding job and raising a family, he has little time to look after his investments. So he decided to hire a friend of mine to help him navigate this world. Despite the cost of having one, he said, It is better to be in the game where your money is invested than not be in the game at all. And I thought that was an excellent point because most people in the workforce will never out-earn their lives. What I mean by that is that no matter how much you make from your job or career, it won't be enough to cover your living expenses for the rest of your lives. So in a nutshell, it is really important to invest your money and have your money grow over time so you'll have that life full of options later. All right, third reason you need a financial advisor is that you need help planning your financial future. Advisors can help you with retirement planning, investing strategies that cater to your needs, and also tax issues. It is a benefit to have one near major life events, such as paying for college, buying a house, or getting married. Many of us today have student loans, or we're trying to save for an emergency fund, or make that nest egg grow. Advisors can be that sounding board to help you create a better future. Okay, fourth reason to hire a financial advisor is that if you know you're not good with financial decisions. Maybe you realize you're an emotional spender, or your habits lean toward instant gratification. We live in a world where every business is trying to seduce us to buy their product. A financial advisor is a benefit to you to have that impartial third party to bounce ideas off of. They can be that sounding board to help you navigate from really bad decisions that will impact your future. On the flip side in all this, a financial advisor may not be worth it to you if you know that you are a good steward of the money, and if you understand the risks and rewards of investments, or if you even have an innate interest in this world. You're probably better off managing your own money. I always believe that nobody's going to look after your money the way that you do. It's just human nature. So we went through the benefits of hiring a financial advisor. Now let's dig into the true costs, and it's something that's really never discussed out there, and you guys really need to know this. As I said in the beginning, when I had my financial advisor, he charged me 1.2% on certain accounts and 2% on the smaller accounts. But let's just take 1.2% as an example. So if you have a 100K portfolio, that would equate to $1,200 per year as an expense. That might not seem a lot given that he's helping your money grow, but let's see if that rings true. Here's a clear-cut example of how much that 1.2% will cost you. Let's say you have $10,000 you wanted to invest, and we can project an 8% compounded return over 50 years. And you're saying, whoa, wow, Jeff, over 50 years, that's a long time. Well, if you start investing in your 20s or even early 30s, it is reasonable that your money will be invested for 50 years, given that we are living longer and longer these days. I think an 8% return over the course of many years is actually a realistic number, given the S&P 500 has an historical 10% return. So 8% is actually a conservative number. We're going to compare two scenarios, one where we don't pay for an advisor and one where we pay that 1.2% over the course of 50 years. Let's see how the numbers shake out. First up is if you invest the money yourself and not use an advisor. $10,000 invested with an 8% compounded return over 50 years garners you $538,781. That's the clearest example of the magic of compounding. $10,000 invested turning into over $500,000 is simply amazing. Okay, now let's see how much money you end up with if you have to pay that 1.2% to a financial advisor. $10,000 invested again, and now your return is 6.8%. Remember the 1.2% cut to your advisor. So over 50 years, $10,000 at 6.8% would garner you a little over $296,000. So 8% gives you $538K and change, and paying that advisor 1.2% gives you $296,000 and change. So that 1.2% you paid an advisor over the years cost you $242,000 and change. It's truly amazing how much that little 1.2% can cost you over the long term. In the investment world, where returns are concerned, time is your friend. Where costs are concerned, time is your enemy. Look, bottom line is that it's really important to be in the game than not be in the game. I really do believe that financial advisors out there are a benefit for people really needing help with their finances and their future. But it's also important to recognize that their small fees will cost you a lot over your investment lifetime. So I hope this video helps you out in your decision making. If you guys enjoyed this, check out my other videos on personal finance where I talk about real estate wealth and other investments. And I'll see you on the next one.